The first step in converting a long wheelbase high top VWT4 into a camper van is getting a bed, and we've managed to get a 3-seater rock and roll bed that's crash tested, made by a company called Triton, and so it should be safe as well as comfortable. The layout that we'd chosen for the van was fairly straightforward. We'd put the full width rock and roll bed in the middle, so it extended forwards towards the front seats, and then behind it we'd put a low cabinet to the left and a high cabinet to the right in a galley style. The cabinet on the left would have the cooker and the sink and some storage, and then the tall cabinet on the right would have storage as well as space for our Dometic fridge, the porta potty, and of course crockery and cutlery, bottles of wine and things like that. Because we needed to travel with 3 teenage children, we needed a full width rock and roll bed in our van, and with the long wheelbase we were able to use the bed and add a kitchen galley to behind the seats. What I was looking for was a rock and roll bed that had a vertical back and did not have a small parcel shelf at the back either. And we found this brilliant bed that cantilevers forward. It's compact, super comfortable, and a proper full width 3-seater with 3 3-point seat belts. And of course it is M1 crash tested as well, which would make it very easy to get it through an MOT. So my task today is really going to be to strip out all of this carpeting that's inside the camper van. Some of it's already started to come loose from the roof as the temperature warms up in the summer, and get to the plywood underneath, see what kind of insulation is in here, replace it with something far more interesting than just grey carpet. After having a good look around, I started to remove all of the fixtures inside the van, such as the roof light and the vent. More carpet coming out of the roof cupboard, and then I started to remove the plywood from the sides and the roof so I could get to the fixtures. There were lots of screws, but the plywood walls came out in the end, revealing what was left of some very old fiberglass insulation, which I just bagged up and removed. With the insulation and plywood removed, I was left with a great big cavernous space. I wondered, what could I do to the roof in our camper van to make it a lot more interesting and custom? I insulated the roof with 100mm thick recycled plastic insulation, applied some very cool diamond effect stitched vinyl to the cupboard, sealed it all off with 5mm Corex, and then applied 3mm MDF to the roof and sealed the joints with aluminium flashing tape. Then it was time for some more diamond stitch effect vinyl on the roof, which is absolutely awesome. After I'd done the roof, I kind of got carried away with myself and just started ripping carpet out of everywhere. Off the sides, off the floor, off the roof, you name it. Wherever I found grey carpet, I just ripped it out. And soon I was left with bare walls with old glue and the original panels, which was surprising. I pulled those out, and before you know it, I was stuffing every crevice and cavity I could with insulation. It was quite a satisfying experience. Then it was time to tackle the carpeting. And honestly, I think that this was probably the most difficult aspect of the interior build. The part that I probably enjoyed the least, although it had the greatest visual impact. I found this incredible patterned vinyl, which I applied to all of the factory panels, and that with the grey carpet looks amazing. It really finished off the interior of the van beautifully. I love the contrast between the pattern and the grey. At the end of the day, it was pretty awesome. It's time to build cabinets.